Jonathan's gone, so I'm gonna steal his treasure. So I'm just gonna hack this, and I'm in. Okay, so I'm in. Oh, no, I gotta. Hey, this is Chris.
And Jonathan.
And welcome back to another mod review. So today we're reviewing the Securitycraft Mod for 1.16.4, and it's a mod that adds a bunch of cool security-related things so you can better protect your base. So let's just get straight into it. And why is Jonathan T-posing? Yeah, that is kind of scary, but at least he's asserting his dominance. So the first thing you need in this mod is the Securitycraft manual. So this will give you absolutely all the information you need to know about each one of the blocks. But to craft it, you just need one book and one iron bar, and you got yourself a manual that is alphabetically ordered. So yeah, it starts from A and then ends with W. So yeah. So now we're going to start with actual blocks. So all of these blocks I'm going to review right now are lock-related blocks. So that means the first thing we're going to start with is the keypad. So the keypad works kind of like a button, but you just put numbers instead of pressing a button. So yeah, it's much difficult for people to get in your base. So I'm going to show you guys how it works. So you just first right click on this, and then you just insert whatever code you want. So in this case, I want my code to be 1. I'm just going to click save and continue. And now when I come in here, I can either press the button right here, or I can use my keyboard. So here I'm just going to choose 1, and there we go. The door has opened, and now it will close. And yeah, it can work from any side. So I'm just going to press 1 here, and now I can get out. So now if you're wondering how you make this keypad, you first need a keypad frame. So this frame is crafted with 7 iron and 1 redstone dust. And this frame also requires another item called the key panel. So the key panel is crafted with 8 buttons and 1 heavy weighted pressure plate. And you got yourself this key panel. So the key panel gets put in the frame by right clicking, and there you go. So now you have a keypad, which is pretty cool. And yeah, the same thing applies for password protected furnaces. So if you want to transform a normal furnace into a password protected one, you just right click with the keypad, and here you go. So now it's password protected, and I'm just going to set it as 1. And it works exactly like a normal furnace, only now it requires a code. So yeah, I don't know why you would want this, probably to protect your gold that you have smelted. And you can also do this with a normal chest by just right-clicking on it with a key panel. And yeah, now you have a password-protected chest that works exactly like a normal chest too. And yeah, it does light up to show you that it's actually working. And yeah, this is basically when sharing is not an option at your base. So now here is the key reader. So the key reader actually works by using key cards. So each of these key cards are crafted with different kinds of dye. And yeah, the lower tiers usually don't last that long. So I think the golden one has limited use, and yeah, after a while it just wears down. So in this case, we're gonna grab a level 5 key card. And now this is kind of more complicated to work. So you just right click on here, and here you can choose absolutely anything. So here you want if it's equal or higher. So yeah, that means if someone has a level 3 card or higher, so yeah, it could be 3, 4, or 5. Or if you want to, you can just make it so that level can only enter. So yeah, probably like a private room only for that level, but we're gonna set it to equal or higher. And the level of security needed is gonna be 3. Yeah, I kind of picked the wrong card. So now if I insert this, it should work, and there you go. So now you have a redstone signal that lasts only for a few seconds. Now if Jonathan tries it with a level 2 card, it won't do absolutely anything, because yeah, you're low tier, Jonathan. Wait, okay, I kind of offended you. And I'm your brother, and I just offended you. All right, now let's go on to the briefcase. So the briefcase works exactly like a shulker box, and it is crafted with 5 iron ingots, 3 sticks, and 1 password protected chest. And now you have your briefcase. So yeah, the chest is kind of big for a briefcase, but apparently you just stuffed it in there and it actually worked out. But to use this, you just right click in the air, and here you go. So you have to enter a 4-digit passcode. So I'm just going to go for 1111, and there you go. And now we have to actually set this. So I'm going to set it to 1111, and here you go. So yeah, you just press up so you can go up a number, or press down to go down a number. And now you just click right here, and there you go. So now you can actually put things in here and lock them away forever so the world won't ever see them again. And yeah, unfortunately, you can't set it on the ground. So yeah, It'll forever be in your inventory. And now here is the universal key changer. So the universal key changer allows you to change the passcode for absolutely anything that you own. No, it's not for you. It's only for us. Wait, why am I talking to you like a dog? So here's the crafting recipe. So you need 1 blazer block, 2 redstone dust, and 2 iron ingots, and you got yourself the universal key changer. So let's say, for example, I kind of forgot the password for this. I can just right click here and I can enter a new passcode. So here I'm gonna enter 2, 2, and there you go. So now the number is 2 to actually get in this. So yeah, Jonathan can't actually use that because I am the owner. Also, yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna go over the laser block. But if you want to change owners, you can just craft this block. So here we have the universal owner changer. So you first need a universal block modifier with a name tag, and you can just change the owners. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys this later since, yeah, it's way over there, almost towards the end. And now let me just name this right here. So I'm just gonna name it, let's say Anakin Jonathan. And now here we go. So I'm just gonna right click right here, and Jonathan is now the owner. So Jonathan access the chest. And there you go. So it actually works with him now, and I am no longer the owner. We're actually going to show it off with a better block later on in this mod review because, yeah, now he's the owner. And, yeah, it doesn't really work out doing it right here. And now here we have the code breaker. So, yeah, you had to read the manual. There's no shame in that. So this can be used up to 5 times with a 2 out of 3 chance to actually open the chest. So, yeah, you have 5 uses, and there's a 2 in 3 chances of doing it. So yeah, if you do it 3 times, there's a possibility that it only works twice. And it's crafted with 1 nether star. Yes, this is very expensive. 2 gold ingots, 2 diamonds, 1 redstone torch, 1 emerald, and 2 redstone dust. Yes, this is a very expensive long recipe. And now let's just grab it right here and let me start breaking codes. Okay, so this isn't an impossible code that Jonathan wrote that thing. He doesn't even remember. But let's just try it. So here we are in survival mode. So I'm just going to click this once. And yeah, it worked first try. Wow. What? It just worked first try. Okay, I did not even expect that. But apparently that was pretty easy. And yeah, now it's almost broken. So yeah, I'm just going to finish using it. And it exploded in my hand. So now I have metal shards going around my hands. And now let me just show you guys. So this is the next block I'm going to show you guys. And yes, I don't want to be welcomed. I'm doing a mod review. And yes, you can see it scans your face so it can actually read when you're coming. And it can open the door for you. This is going to kind of be annoying. So I'm not going to move. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Okay, I'm going to do it from way back here. So the crafting recipe for this is reinforced anything. So yeah, I'm gonna get to that later on in the mod review. Don't worry. Absolutely anything that you see that I'm missing right now, I'm gonna review it later on in the mod review. So, and yeah, it needs 8 reinforced blocks of anything and 1 iron vendor, and you got yourself a retinal scanner. So yeah, if you're the one placing it, you become the owner instantly. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. And no matter from what angle you see it, it's still gonna send out the same signal. And yeah, now let's just change the owners. So if I do this right now, Jonathan is the owner. So yeah, you can clearly see how this works now. And now it betrayed me. I created you. I created you and you betrayed me? Alright, we're just gonna go straight into the other part of the mod review. So I'm gonna give Jonathan a bunch of bombs. No, wait. No, I don't mean yet. And I don't mean that I'm gonna actually give him bombs. I'm not gonna give him bombs. That is wrong on video. Please, YouTube, don't demonetize me if I ever get monetized. Alright, so here's the inventory scanner. So let me just grab the boom stuff. Okay, no, blow up stuff. There we go. And now here is the inventory scanner. Okay, I kind of forgot to talk about the inventory scanner. So yeah, this will scan absolutely anyone's inventory if they walk straight through this. So Jonathan's gonna be in survival eventually. Okay, no, so here is the recipe. So you just have 7 reinforced anything, 1 laser block, and 1 ender chest, and I kind of forgot that there's a turret that wants to attack Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan, don't go over there. Don't go over there. That turret is gonna kill you. And yeah, now I'm gonna show you guys how it works. So you just right click on a block, and here you can put whatever things you don't want to come in here. So yeah, there's a few other things you can do with this. But I'm just gonna cover it later on in the mod review. So yeah, you can actually store them, store the items, or you can actually emit a redstone signal to sound the alarm that I'm gonna review later. So here we go. So we have absolutely everything here, and now let's just give Jonathan explosive devices so he can take through this.
Yay.
And Jonathan, just go through there. So yeah, don't worry about this. This is just for later. But I'm just gonna install this right here, and now Jonathan can walk straight through, and it'll actually do stuff. So here we go. So let's steal all the bombs out of Jonathan's inventory, and yeah, he can never bring bombs in here ever again, or no one can bring bombs. I mean TNT stuff. There we go. So here we have the username logger. So this will basically just write down all the names of the people that have passed by. So yeah, Jonathan has passed by a few dozen times already. I'm not gonna count it, but yeah, this has to actually be powered by redstone, so it can actually record the name. So yeah, this can actually be paired with the inventory scanner or the laser block scanner. The laser block that I'm gonna show you guys later. So the crafting recipe for this is 7 reinforced anything, 1 portable radar, which is crafted with 7 iron ingots, 1 redstone dust, 1 redstone torch, and you got yourself the radar. And yeah, then you just need 1 redstone dust and you got yourself a username logger. And here you have, why do I keep doing that over and over again? And here we have the laser blocks. So the laser blocks are pretty cool because yeah, they just make a laser between themselves, and you can actually upgrade it with many of those modules that I'm going to show you guys towards the end, because yeah, the modules are used in absolutely every single block here in this room. So yeah, the laser block is pretty useless without modules. But to craft it, you need seven types of any stone, 1 block of redstone, and 1 glass pane. And yeah, apparently the redstone creates a laser. And here we're gonna go into weird structure to show you guys the motion activated light. So Jonathan, get in here with me. So yeah, Jonathan, don't, okay, you know what, just get out of here. Jonathan, get out of here. I'm sorry for abusing my brother. So here we go. So I'm 6 blocks away from that motion activated light. But the second I get in the 5 block range from the motion activated light, it'll actually light up. And the same thing applies for the width of the light, and the same thing applies for the height too. So yeah, in this case, it's 5 blocks away from your feet. So yeah, these 2 don't count. What counts is the 5 blocks under your feet. And yeah, it's pretty cool to light up your area if someone tries to get in your house. So yeah, you can just see it glowing and you can just go outside. Or I wish it was kind of like the one that blinds you in real life. Wait, how do I even know that? I haven't broken in anywhere. Probably.
Or have you?
Or have I? Yes. Okay, I have it. Don't do anything to me, please. So now on to the more cool blocks. So here is the security camera. So I'm first going to show you guys how to craft the security camera. So yeah, I basically don't have to tell you that much about the camera because yeah, it's a camera there. And everyone knows what a camera is. So here we have the security camera. So the security camera is crafted with 1 reinforced block of redstone, 1 reinforced piece of glass, 6 iron ingots, and 1 stick. And you got yourself a security camera. Well, my grammar's breaking every single day. And now you also need the camera monitor. So the camera monitor is crafted with 8 iron ingots and 1 reinforced glass pane. So yeah, the reinforced blocks are gonna be covered over there. And yeah, the way this basically works is you have to connect a camera. So yeah, it'll only connect to the cameras that you actually place. So in this case, I'm just gonna right click with this camera monitor and it's gonna bound to the camera. So now that's bound to the camera, you just hold up your camera monitor and cover it in your hand right here, and then you just right click and here you go. So you have a bunch of options. So here you can just click camera 1. And as you can see, you can actually control the camera now. So yeah, you can do a bunch of movements, but it's not with your actual mouse. So you have to do WASD to actually move around. So here we go. So yeah, you can just look around and yeah, look down by using S and W so you can look up. And then you can actually zoom in and zoom out. So yeah, that is the coolest feature. You can zoom in all the way you want. So yeah, for example, I want to see that suspicious sign over there to see if there's absolutely anything offensive about me. And as you can see, I can see the Securitycraft manual. So yeah, that is pretty cool, unless it breaks reality just by watching the camera. And now if you actually want to escape the camera, you just shift, and here we go. We're back to normal. And now I'm going to show you guys a few extra things that you need to know about the cameras. So yeah, thank you, Jonathan, for making it nighttime. So here, I'm not gonna confuse them, but here we go. So if you see up there, that is also a camera. So yeah, you can have basically hidden cameras that are not as big as this one, but yeah, there's few disadvantages. The first disadvantage is that you can't actually look upwards. So yeah, you're basically stuck looking down for the rest of your life. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention that if you click this button right here, I'll delete the camera and I'll open a new slot. And yeah, this can be used to your advantage. So yes, this one is at the top of the dome. And as you can see, I have a bird's eye view of absolutely everything. So yeah, this is the most awesome thing. And yeah, it does have to be within range of your chunks. So yeah, if it's not in the range of the chunks, you can't actually see that well. And yeah, it just shrinks. So let me just show you guys. So it's kind of dependent on how far you set your chunk. So there we go.
Oh, no.
So you can't actually see anything. So yeah, make sure that you're at least at 13 like I am right now. And there's another extra feature. So if you click N right here. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm speaking too loud. So if I click N right here, I got night vision. So yes, I can see everything. I have a bird's eye view. And I can zoom on absolutely anything I want. So, yeah, iron golems are over there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And most importantly, you can spy on people in the restroom to see if they're stealing toilet paper. No, Jonathan, you can't. You can never have too much security. But yeah, actually, you can't. I've gone way too far. This time I've gone way too far. Okay, you know what? Demonetize me already. If I ever become monetized, all right. So now let's just put this away. And yeah, here we go. So yeah, deleted the camera. And it does have up to 30 cameras. Yeah, that is pretty epic. I wouldn't even use that many. And here we have the scanner door. So this scanner door just looks at you in the eye and just says hello and opens itself. So yes, you have to stare into it so it can actually open, which is pretty creepy. And yeah, it won't actually close by itself. So you have to stare it in the eyes again, and it'll start closing again because of the fear of you disapproving of its existence. But to craft this, you just need one reinforced iron door, which is crafted with 8 iron ingots and 1 iron door. And then you just need a retinal scanner so you can give it cute little eyes that stare into your soul. So here we go. Okay, I don't need to review that again because I already showed how it actually works. And here we have the panic button and alarm. So this button actually stays pressed just like a lever. And yeah, I'm just going to press it because it's pretty annoying. So the panic button is crafted with 1 stone button, 3 iron ingots, and 1 redstone dust. And yes, you have your panic button just in case you want to panic. And here we have the alarm. So the alarm is crafted with 7 reinforced glass blocks, 1 note block, and 1 redstone dust. So yeah, it's basically a note block, but more annoying. And yeah, it's gonna tell you if anyone tries to get into your house. So now here we have the things that can actually protect your house. So the first thing we have is the projector. So yeah, this is kind of a passive way to protect your house. And it is crafted with 5 iron ingots, 1 reinforced block of iron, 1 reinforced redstone lamp, and 1 reinforced glass pane. And you got yourself a projector. I don't know why it has to be all reinforced, but alright, it does what it wants. And now if you actually want to use this, you just right click right here and you can just stuff the block you want in here. And then you can just set how much width you want. And here we go. Jeez. So now we have a wall that's just right there. And now I don't know how, okay, you can actually offset it. I don't know how far down. But yeah, I think that it really depends on how high. Okay, so yeah, it kind of starts from wherever the projector is. So yeah, it does start from wherever the projector is. So here we have the stone wall, and we can make it as large as we want, and we can also offset it from its side, so like that. And you can also have the projection range on how far you want it. So yeah, if I want to, I have it as far as here. And yeah, it does actually show you the light. So yeah, if there's lights around it, it'll actually show it. So let me just build my way up here. And as you can see, it starts lighting up. So yeah, that is the coolest part because it can actually make your base more hidden. And now, projector, be gone! So now we have the sentry. So the sentry is crafted with 3 reinforced iron blocks, 1 portable radar, 2 iron ingots, 2 redstone dust, and one dispenser. And Jonathan, why don't you get further away from it? And yeah, if you don't want it attacking your friends, you can just set it to idle, or you can set it to aggressive or camouflage. Active when a player comes near. Yeah, there's Jonathan, just get away from it, because yeah, we actually need this Sentry remote access tool so we can actually tame the beast. So the Sentry remote access tool is crafted with 6 iron ingots, 1 diamond, 1 stick, and 1 redstone torch, and you got yourself a Sentry access remote. So yeah, you just right click on it with this, and here we go. So it is bound, and now here I can set it to whatever I want. So I can set it to camouflage mode or idle mode. So yeah, I can set it to idle, but I don't know why it attacks. It's attacking Jonathan, even though he hasn't punched me at all. So yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of it. And yeah, if you want to actually get rid of the sentry, there's no way to do it by punching it or anything. You just destroy the block that it is on, and yeah, here we go. So it's in my inventory, and yeah, it's ready for use later. So now here we have the taser. So the taser works exactly like in real life, and it is crafted with 1 redstone dust, 1 bow, 2 sticks, 2 gold ingots, and 1 iron ingot, and you got yourself a taser. So yeah, this is a pretty painful block. So if you just fire it normally, Jonathan, fire at me. It just gives you slowness and some nausea. So yeah, the nausea, it is gonna be pretty annoying, but yeah, it won't let you walk that well. And then you can actually supercharge this. So now I'm gonna get vengeance with Jonathan, but I'm gonna supercharge the taser. So yes, this does require a redstone in your inventory. And once you want to supercharge it with the redstone, just shift, right click, and here we go. So now it is supercharged and it's ready to fire. So let's just fire it at Jonathan. Actually, Jonathan, you know what? Fire at me. So now here we go. So we got slowness 5, weakness 5, and nausea 5. So yeah, that is pretty overpowered. I wouldn't like to get near this, and yeah, imagine if the police actually used a superpowered taser. that would be scary. All right, yeah, it does have to recharge time like I showed you guys. So here we have the cage trap. So I am unsure on how this works. All right, so yeah, it does build a trap above you. So, okay, let me just reset this so I can better show you guys if Jonathan actually decides to do it correctly. Also, before I forget, the recipe for this is 3 reinforced iron bars, 3 reinforced blocks of iron, 2 gold, and 1 redstone dust. So there you go. So I think that it is really one use. Since, yeah, okay, I don't know how it actually works, but here we go. So it just builds a cage around you, and yeah, you can trap your enemies, but I don't know how useful this will be. Oh, okay, you know what, I just discovered something. What? So the cage trap is actually reinforced. So here we go. So yeah, all of the bars are reinforced, which means that there's no way to actually break out of this without a special tool. And now let's just move on to the other special blocks here. So yeah, the fake lava is basically anti-lava. So yes, you won't burn in this, and this is probably used to hide your base under lava. I don't know which maniac tries to hide their base under lava, but yeah, it is kind of cool. Probably if you want to do like Incredible style, like have a lava fall that you can actually hide behind. Oh yeah, that's kind of a terrifying thought. But yeah, to craft the fake lava, you need 1 potion of healing and 1 lava bucket. And yes, it does heal you while burning you alive. So yeah, it's kind of a limbo. So now here we have the fake water bucket. So yes, this is crafted with 1 arming and 1 water bucket. And you can see where this is going. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna start dying too. So yeah, it does more damage than lava. Okay, healing, okay. There you go. So lava does heal you, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but alright. So now the moment you guys have been waiting for. Here is the universal block reinforcer. So yeah, there's a few levels to these. So I think that level 1 actually has 3 uses only. So yeah, you better craft a level 3 one if you want to keep it forever. But if you want to craft a level 1, you need 1 stick, 2 redstone dust, 2 diamonds, 1 laser block, and 1 piece of glass. And now you can actually reinforce your blocks by just grabbing your favorite blocks right here. So now here we have the universal block reinforcer. So let's just give it some blocks right here. And then you just exit this menu and you have yourself reinforced blocks. So yeah, as you can see, its durability is going down. But now, if I actually try this with the universal block reinforcer level 3, it won't lose durability. And yes, this is used to bring blocks back to normal. And now let's try with the universal one. So the universal one, as you can see, won't waste anything. Yeah, this has infinite uses. And yeah, the level 2 one has 2,700 uses. As you can see, these blocks are invincible. There is no way to break through these, no matter what durability you have. And I'm gonna put the durability to the test later on in this mod review, which takes place outside of this room. And the only way to remove this is using the universal block remover. So I'm just gonna grab the universal block remover, and here's the recipe. So it's just shears and 2 iron ingots. So yeah, I would assume that it was actually 2 reinforced iron blocks, but alright, it doesn't matter. So here we go. So we're just gonna break through these, and yeah, it easily breaks through these. So yeah, you have to be careful if your friend actually has one of these. And yeah, they might access absolutely everything you have. Alright, so yeah, I was gonna show the limits of this, and yeah, I accidentally blew absolutely everything up. But as you can see, this place actually survived. I kind of regret actually blowing this place up. But yeah, as you can see, this place actually survived. So yeah, you can finally have a bunker to hide from any new war that might be in your world or in the real world. I actually wish we had this in the real world. Well, as invincible as this. So yeah, I just basically nuked this place, and it is pretty much alive. And here we have the... Alright, good thing that Horsican actually took it. Wait, Horsican took wherever I was gonna mod review, so I'm just gonna go straight over there, and I'm gonna have a serious talk with them. Oh yeah, the trees are actually kind of folly. So yeah, no, wait, folly? What? I mean like fall-related stuff, alright. Wait, Corsica, you tied yourself up again, or was it Jonathan?
It was me.
Why would you even tie yourself? Alright, I'm just gonna set you free. Corsica, why did you steal this? I was supposed to review this.
I need an invincible roof to protect myself from my experiments and work in peace.
Alright, that is kind of valid. So here we're just gonna use it. So this is called the Block Package Manager. No, the Block Pocket Manager. Okay, that is kind of difficult to spell. But the way you craft this is by using reinforced block of crystal quartz. So yeah, this does need a block of crystal quartz to actually make it into a reinforced one. And you need 4 of them. And you also need 4 reinforced iron blocks and 1 reinforced block of redstone. And yeah, that's pretty much how to craft it. And now if you were wondering, yes, this mod does have crystal quartz, which is crafted with prismarine crystals and netherite quartz. And yeah, it works exactly like you would imagine. So you actually can craft blocks of crystal. And here we go. So yeah, you don't need that many crystals to actually get it working. And Jota is breaking absolutely everything. And then you just reinforce it like normal. But I'm going to show you guys how to use it. So here we go. So we are going to show an outline. So here is the outline. So this is how big it's going to be. So yeah, this is a 5x5 area. But if I want to, I can even expand it to a 13x13x13 area. And here we go. So now it's going to actually assemble. So we don't actually have these blocks in our inventory right now, but we can craft them. But we can auto craft this thing. But I'm just going to show you guys all the blocks you need before crafting this. So yeah, you just need the reinforced variants of these. So here we have the block packet wall. So to craft it, you just need 1 reinforced block of crystal quartz, and it just appears out of nowhere. So here we go. And now you also need the chiseled crystal quartz. So you only need 4 of these because these actually belong in the corners. And to craft this, it's the same way as a normal block. So yeah, you just need 2 slabs. And here we also need the pillars, which are crafted exactly the same way. And now I'm just going to auto-assemble it because I am kind of lazy. And here we go. So now it's been assembled. And as you can see, it has to be in this orientation. So the pillars actually have to face these quartz blocks right here. And here we go. So I can't actually stand on this right now. But if you want to activate this room and make it invincible, you just click activate. And here we go. So now it is invincible. Here is a creeper. So the second I step out here, he can actually attack me. But right now he can't actually attack me because I'm in an invincible room that absolutely nothing can penetrate it. And also, Horsican, are you happy now?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm just gonna leave him alone and leave him in his privacy room for now. Why did I even decide to go outside without actually going into creative mode? And now I'm gonna show you guys how well this can actually bear to TNT. I I'm gonna regret this, but here we go. So I'm gonna show you guys the limitless power that these invincible blocks have. So yeah, I blew absolutely everything up. Oh, poor village. I don't know why I even do this near the village. But as you can see, this place is okay, and I can go through it in any way I want. So yeah, I can even enter it through the bottom. Okay, you can't actually enter it through the bottom or any other side except the actual sides itself. So now here we have the electrified fence. So Jotin, please go into the survival mode so I can actually demonstrate this. Jotin, why did you actually go in there? Just stay in there. You're gonna die. Okay, so as you can see, you actually die if you go against the fence gate if you didn't place it. So yeah, currently as you can see, it won't electrocute me in survival. But I'm just gonna go back into survival mode to actually show you guys how to craft these. So here is the electrified iron fence. So to craft it, you just need one fence of any type and just surround it in iron ingots. And here we go. So we have the electrified iron gate, and here we have the electrified iron fence gate. So here we go. So the recipe is just one normal fence gate surrounded by 4 iron ingots, and you got yourself basically a fence that can't be crossed over, or else it might kill your friends. And here we have the keypad. So yeah, this won't actually work if you right click, no matter how much you try. And it also won't work with normal redstone. So you actually need a keypad. So in this case, I have the keypad right here, and I can enter this. And yeah, this is actually a cruel pen, because yeah, if the cows accidentally hit the pen, they're dead, which is pretty brutal. So now onto the more offensive items. So this is called the Protecto. So this will strike down your enemies with lightning once it's thundering outside. And the way you craft it is with 7 reinforced obsidian, 1 daylight sensor, and 1 eye of ender. And now let's just make it storm out here. So now it is storming. And as you can see, this has charged all the way up, because you can see that it actually has some blue things around it. Okay, I don't know what to call that. It kind of looks like Meowner, doesn't it? Only it's just some sort of cross. But let's just spawn in a zombie and a creeper. Oh wait, whoops! I had on Peace Wolf. Wait, that was the worst idea. That was the worst idea ever. Okay, so now as you can see, it's gonna start recharging, and it recharges like about every 5 seconds. And here we go. So he has been struck down by lightning, and yeah, that's kind of how it works. Actually, my mistake. So it either happens when it's raining or it's thundering. So yeah, it happens with both, which is pretty awesome, isn't it? So next up on the list are some important items. So here are the wire cutters. So if you use these wire cutters, you can actually disable bombs. But yeah, you have to be very careful not to activate them. And if they do get activated, you have to be pretty careful it doesn't blow you up. But the way you craft this is with 1 pair of shears and 4 iron ingots. And now you can disable bombs. So yeah, I'm going to show this later on, because yeah, I'm not going to blow absolutely anything up just yet. Actually, I am. So here I am in survival. So Jonathan has placed this bouncing Betty right here. But if I just right click with this, it should be disabled, and here we go.
Chris!
Okay, so here I am in survival mode. So I'm just gonna right click this, and here you go. So it is actually disabled. And yeah, you just have to make sure that you actually press in the middle. So same thing applies to the bouncing Betty. So you just right click right here, and it should be disabled, and now it won't explode. So yeah, your tricks don't work on me anymore. Well, it worked for a few times because I didn't know how to use this thing.
I'll get you next time.
Jonathan, that sounded very scripted. Alright, so here is the Mine Remote Access tool. So this allows you to manage multiple explosive devices here in this mod. Okay, I'm kind of scared to say explosive device, but to craft it, you need 1 stick, 1 diamond, 1 gold ingot, and 1 redstone torch. And it works exactly like the Sentry Remote Access tool, in which it allows you to set up bombs like this. So I have bounded that mine right here, and here I can actually defuse it or actually detonate. I'm not going to actually detonate it right now because, yeah, that would completely be a disaster. So, yeah, I'm just going to try further away from here. Okay, so here I have bounded one, and here I have bounded the second one. So in either case, you can just defuse one of them so it won't actually light up, and you can actually reignite it by just clicking this flint and steel, and there you go. So it is actually activated now. And now let's just press detonate. So yeah, you can detonate multiple ones at a time.
Jeez.
And you can just create mass destruction. I should have mentioned these earlier on in the video, but here we go. So the crafting recipe for a bouncing Betty is 2 iron ingots, 1 heavy weighted pressure plate, and 1 gunpowder. And also ignore the destruction over there. That was kind of a failed attempt at showing this off. And yeah, Jota is kind of repairing it. It's supposed to actually bounce after its enemies, but apparently it's just a more explosive device than the mine. So let's just test out the mine and see the destruction. So as you can see, the mine explosion is a lot smaller than the Bouncing Betty one. So yeah, the Bouncing Betty one creates heckland on Earth. So yes, it does set everything on fire. And yeah, it's gonna stay there for a while until all the fire vanquishes itself. Also, yeah, I forgot to introduce the mine. So to craft the mine, you need 3 iron ingots and 1 gunpowder, and you got yourself 3 pairs of mines. Actually, no, 3 mines. And yeah, as you can see here, there's actually multiple explosive devices. So for example, here we have a furnace. So this can be used as a prank or to trick someone. So I'm just gonna access the furnace. Jotting access the furnace and it just blew up on him. And yeah, it applies for other blocks too. So if there's sand right here, Jotting, I'm just gonna make him stand on the sand, Jotting this sand right here. Even though it's coarse and rough. And there you go. So it actually blows up and, oh, okay, I thought that something changed. Wait, it is powerful enough to actually go inside the water. All right.
Yeah, fire underwater.
Yeah, there is a fire underwater. Wait, there's a fire underwater?
Yes, ice screen.
So it even works underwater. All right, that was kind of cringe. All right, so let's just get on with the rest of the explosive devices. So yeah, I kind of got distracted. But here is the claymore. So yeah, I had to actually seal this off because it tried to blow up over and over and over. And I just got tired of it exploding this. And yeah, that's why I'm kind of distracted because I had to literally rebuild this 3 times. But here is the claymore. So this is just basically a motion activated bomb. And it requires 1 bouncing Betty, 3 strings, 2 tripwires, 2 redstone dust, and 1 gunpowder. So let's just put this in front over here. And yeah, the antennas actually have to be facing the enemy you wanted to blow up. So for example, the enemy I want to blow up is Jonathan. So Jonathan, get in front of it. And there you go. So it exploded because it detected Jonathan as a level 5 threat. No, as an Avengers level threat. Alright, so here is the track line. So the track line sounds exactly like how it would sound. So yeah, this does explode when minecarts pass over it. And yeah, it does create a visual glitch where you can see into the void. Still evil, although it's kind of cool that you can see underground. Alright, so here we go. So I'm just gonna go on this minecart. And once it passes over here... Alright, so Jonathan is about to pass over this. And yeah, but it doesn't really work out. So it's kind of useless at this point. Okay, yeah, you have... Oh, you have to actually break it. Okay, Jonathan, try it one more.
You have to place the minecart on it.
Okay, so I guess that the only way to actually get this working is to actually write it down. So yeah, that's how it works. You actually have to land on it because, yeah, they literally can't pass over it. And now here we have the coolest explosive device. Here's the intelligence munition system. And yeah, it's kind of empty right now. I don't know what it did. It apparently tried to fire at something and it didn't succeed. So let's just bring it out here and let's bring it all the way over here because, yeah, this is going to be pretty explosive. You gotta be kidding me. I just placed it. Okay, so apparently it's trying to capture Jonathan or it's trying to capture an Enderman. But yeah, as you can see, that is how it works. And there's a lot of fire now. So I'm just gonna get rid of it and let's try it over here without Jonathan. Okay, so here we're gonna place it again. Now let's place a bunch of creepers. So as you can see, I'll start launching and yeah, trying to blow up the creepers. And yeah, it sometimes fires at itself. So yeah, you have to make sure that there's no enemy spawning near it, or else it's just gonna blow itself up. Also, yes, this does have huge range. So there we go. So now it is empty. And now you're wondering, how do you refill it? And what is the crafting recipe? So yeah, the crafting recipe for this is 1 portable radar. So the recipe for this is 1 portable radar, 4 bouncy betties, and 1 reinforced block of iron. And you got yourself this device that apparently blows absolutely anything up that is near it, even if it's on it. So here we go. So now we're going to refill it by right-clicking with bouncy betties. So here we go. So now it has been refilled and I'm just going to kill the device before it causes more destruction. So now here we have the trophy system. So this basically is an anti-missile system and it blocks arrows and any other type of projectiles. So here we go. So here is the recipe. So the recipe is 1 sentry, 1 reinforced iron block, and 1 and 2 sticks. And yeah, this isn't that expensive unless you count the sentry itself, which is pretty expensive. But this is worth investing in because let's say, for example, someone places an intelligent ammunition system, and here we go. So now it's right here, and as you can see, it'll stop all explosives from blowing up. So John is right here, and he's never gonna get blown up by one of these bouncy betties. Well, the intelligence munition system which launches bouncy betties. And now here we go. So we have the sentry, and as you can see, this will actually block its fire. Although it doesn't do a really good job because, yeah, it requires a lot more to stop them. And yeah, Jota is about to die if I don't get rid of it. Also, the same thing applies for arrow fire. So Jota is about to fire an arrow into the air, and as you can see, it stops arrow fire too. So yeah, this thing is really overpowered. Yeah, even if you only have one of them. Yeah, I was just doing it to protect Jotin, but Jotin tried to launch another one. So as you can see, even one of them is very effective. So yeah, you should consider having this in your base. And now on to the more boring bit, but the part that you guys might have been waiting for. So now we are going to go over the modules. So before you actually use these modules, you actually need the universal block modifier. So this will basically tell you which modules you can put into what blocks. So the crafting recipe for this is 1 emerald, 2 redstone dust, and 2 iron ingots. And you got yourself the universal block modifier. So this allows you to see what upgrades you can actually put into these. So for example, I just right click on the laser block and it's going to tell me that I can install the harming module, I can install the whitelist module that allows a player to walk through without actually emitting a signal, and you can also have the disguise module, which actually makes it hidden. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So this is the blacklist module. So for example, you can use it on this keypad, so no one else can use it. So yeah, you just right click with this and you can add a name. But before we get to that, the crafting recipe for this is 1 ink sac, 1 paper, and 7 iron ingots. And now you can just type the name of the person you don't want accessing this. So let me just name it. Geesh, I've really been torturing Jonathan this episode. And here we're going to install the blacklist module. So Jonathan tried to access it by clicking 1. Okay, so yeah, Jonathan has been blacklisted and he can no longer use this. So yeah, that is pretty cool, isn't it? And Jonathan shooting it won't do anything. And now here we have the opposite. So this is the whitelist module. So for example, you can use it in this laser block. So it can ignore that player and it won't harm that player. To craft this, you just need 2 papers and 7 iron ingots. And it works exactly like the blacklist module where you add the name and it shouldn't harm that person that goes through. Now here we have the more interesting module. So this is called the disguise module. So this allows you to actually hide some of the blocks in this mod so it can be flush with its environment. So for example, here I want to get rid of this keypad, which looks kind of weird under this block. So I'm just going to choose the block of my choice. And then with this disguise module, which is crafted with 1 painting, 1 paper, and 7 iron ingots, you can actually choose a block that this will become into. That kind of came out wrong, but here we go. So you can just right click with the disguise module, and here you just put whatever block you want it to become, and you just shift and right click, and so that's actually flush with the ground, and you'll never know that there is actually a keypad down there. And yes, it does work with any block, so here we go. So you would never know that there's a keypad here, and it might take you a while. Well, it won't take you that long because there's actually just 7 blocks. So now here's my favorite part. So Jonathan is gonna go into survival while I do this recipe. So to craft the harming module, you need 1 type of any arrow, 1 paper, and 7 iron ingots. Actually, you should actually go with the spectral arrow, the arrow, or the uncraftable tipped arrow, which is kind of impossible to craft apparently. And now I'm just gonna access it, and here we go. So now it has the harming module on. So Jonathan, just cross, and there we go. So it should start hurting you, and yeah, almost killing you. So you should have a few layers of these, so you can stop a player that's trying to run through it. Alright, I didn't expect you to actually kill yourself doing that. So now here we have the redstone module. So this allows you to send a redstone signal with any block that you place it in. So for example, I want it in this camera, so I'm just going to place it in this camera. And now every time that I go into its menu, right here, let me just place an alarm up there. And now let's go to menu. So here you can go to 1, and now you can click R, and there you go. So you can actually activate the alarm. But make sure that you actually disactivate it, or else it's gonna ring forever. Actually, it doesn't ring forever. It's if you destroy the screen. So yeah, you're gonna have a lot of difficulties turning this off if you kind of lose the screen, but yeah, make sure you don't lose it. Okay, so now we have put the redstone module with the alarm, and as you can see, the exact same thing happens. But yeah, it just rings twice, so yeah, it's not really that efficient when you want a warning system that is always on. So now here we have the smart module. So it'll only upgrade some blocks so they can do a specific function if you install this. So the way you craft it is 1 Ender Pearl, 1 piece of paper, and 7 iron ingots. So if you use the universal block modifier here, you can actually see what each one of these does. So here it says that adding a smart module will make the inventory scanner scan for basically enchantments or renames. So yeah, that is basically how it works. So I have renamed these to Betty as Bouncy, and let's just toss it to Jonathan. So Jonathan's gonna pick them up and he's gonna walk through, and as you can see, it still activates the alarm even though he actually renamed the item. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Another thing that will benefit from it. So here we have the camera. So in the camera's case, if you install this, I'll let anyone access the camera. So yeah, it just turns into a double-edged sword because a criminal can spy on your life and know absolutely every single thing you do during the day, which is kind of creepy and considered stalking. And finally, we have the storage module. So yeah, this basically allows that thing over there to store its items. So yeah, I kind of showed it off earlier in the mod review, but I'm just going to take it away so there's no inventory space in here. So as you can see, it has no inventory space. And to craft the storage module, you need 1 password-protected chest, 1 paper, and 7 iron ingots, and you got yourself the storage module, which allows the inventory scanner to actually store things. So let's just right-click this with the universal block modifier, and here we go. It now has an inventory slot down the side. Wait, shouldn't this have been deleted a long time ago if I just got rid of the module? But alright, so yeah, you can keep that in mind. So if you ever decide to take the module away and put it back in, it's actually gonna still work. I mean, it's still gonna have the same items. Also, yes, I have made a clean inventory scanner, so there you go. So I just made a custom one by just reskinning it. Okay, so now I've actually missed something in this mod review, which is kind of embarrassing. So here is the secret birch sign. So to craft this, you need 1 retinal scanner and 3 birch signs, and you got yourself a secret sign, 3 secret signs. So Jonathan has written stuff on there, and as I can see, it's actually on his screen, but it's not here. Someone can write an offensive message about you, and you would never know. But yeah, it's not offensive whatever he wrote, it's just gibberish. So that was it for today's mod review. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this, and it looks like Corsican built an inefficient torturing device for an invincible zombie, apparently. But yeah, anyway, don't forget to burn that subscribe button and hit that notification bell if you happen to be new to this channel and happen to be enjoying my content. Let's try to get to 10 likes on this mod review, and hopefully you guys have an awesome day or night. And see you all later. Bye!